For those that don't know, my name is Coach Andre. I'm going to speak in just a second. But I want to take a minute just to thank my broker for being here. He wanted to come by and support, and I'm always grateful for that. I'm going to let him speak for about 30 seconds about him sharing about the value that I bring to the brokerage. Not just in production, but just being who I am as an individual. For about 30 seconds.
Okay, so my name is Chris Sears. I'm with the Sears Group. I know several of you in here. Yes, Andre is a great asset at our brokerage. Matter of fact, when we started the Sears Group, the first person I called was Andre. He was the first person I called. I've known him, we started it in 2019. I've known him since 2016. He's been in several trainings that I had held, and we have the same heart, we have the same mindset. And when my wife and I launched our brokerage, I said, man, there is no other person I'd rather be at our brokerage than that man over there. So I called him up, I said, hey, I got something for you, meet me at Starbucks. We met at Starbucks in Town and Country, and I said, I started my own brokerage. He was like, oh, what? I said, come on. Because the brokerage I was at before, he never joined. He would just come to the trainings.
Yep.
And I was like, I said, why didn't you ever join the other brokerages? Because he goes, because it wasn't yours. I was like, oh, perfect. So that was in 2019. He's been with the brokerage ever since. He's helped our agents grow. He's been a mentor. He's helped agents graduate mentorship. He's helped them get stabilized in their business. This man absolutely knows what he's talking about in the real estate industry. And not only in real estate, but in life in general and business in general. This is a guy you want to listen to. I know what he's going to talk to you about today, but I won't spill the beans. I'll just let him do it. And what he has to share with you today, he is a true example of. So I'm thankful for being in business with you, man, and hope you have a great time up here.
All right. So, is Mr. Guillory still here?
Huh?
Mr. Guillory still here? Did he leave?
No, he left. You weren't worthy.
All right. Cool. So, we're gonna go ahead and get things begin. Y'all ready? Yeah. All right. For those that don't know, the Robin Realtor for your dream home, we need to buy or sell. I'm the purpose coach for those that feel like they're going through hell. I am the speaker here to motivate, encourage, and inspire. I'm a poet as well, writing back to the bars of fire. The book that I wrote is changing lives as well. A servant is what I am on a mission to serve, not sell. When it's all said and done, to help others reach their full potential by helping them find their purpose, to find true joy, it is essential. Coach Andre is my name, inspiration is who I be. It is true, I live to give, and you will notice me. Did y'all like that? Yeah. All right, cool. So, I'm gonna go ahead. I don't have a clicker thing like y'all did. It's gonna work. This is Canva, so it may not work.
Well, you gotta turn it off. It's on the side, you know, if
should
it's
work
green
in
is showing.
Green showing.
Oh, my Lord.
All right, cool. So this is what I do: mindset, leadership trainer, development expert, and business growth strategist. We're gonna set the meeting for this real quick. This is a sample presentation of something I've designed. It's a 5-step framework. We're gonna talk about it in a second. We'll discuss how we can possibly work together, whether you're an agent, whether you're a broker. How many brokers do we have in the building right now? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so about 4 brokers. Okay. All right, so life in one word is love, and the best way to show love is to give. That is what I believe, and that's what I live by. That's what I do my business by. All right? Who is Coach Andre? What makes me credible? What success have I had, and how can I possibly help you? All right? I'm a 4-time author. I wrote 1 book on purpose. I have 2 co-author books, one with Les Brown, and then I have a ebook as well. I've spoken on over 100 platforms, both that's physical and virtual. And I've also coached over 100 agents and been a full-time real estate agent since 2012. These are copies of some of the books that I have or been a part of. But before this, I did a lot. I've been in network marketing. Any network marketers in the building? Nah? Okay, it's me. All right. I've waited tables. I've sold Kirby vacuums. Anybody own a Kirby vacuum? Hands go up. Yeah, I was that person that came to your door, knock, knock, knock. I got something for you.
I waited tables though. I did do tables.
I did the tables. I've been in retail sales, forex trading. I've been a model, among other things. Before this, when I went full-time in real estate, things got very dicey. I decided I was going to quit my job at T-Mobile and go into real estate full-time. At that time, I was selling homes and selling cars. I would go to the auction, I would buy a car, and I would sell that car in Craigslist. The friend that I was doing it with, he died on a motorcycle accident on 59. When he died, I lost that stream of income. So now I can't sell cars, I'm just selling houses. And I was with Keller Williams and I was still trying to figure it out. Things got hard and I got evicted. When I got evicted, I literally sold my belongings just so I can get by. And I literally went from one friend's house to another friend's house. I did that for about 3 years. 3 years homeless, I'm trying to do real estate. The last 3 months of those 3 years, when my dad kicked me out, on my 30th birthday, I literally put all my belongings in a car that I just got. And I literally drove around Houston selling homes when I had no home. How you realtor selling homes and you got no home? But I did that. And I did that because I wanted it so bad. When my best friend offered me a job to get paid 6 figures selling mattresses at a mattress firm, I turned it down. Because I knew that if I did that, I would go right back to where I just came from, which is work for somebody else that I didn't want to do. So I stuck it out. And when I stuck it out, things began to change for me, and then I went on to speaking. As I'm selling homes, I started getting phone calls from people that wanted me to speak in schools, middle schools, elementary schools, high schools. But 3 of these photos, one of me on one of my closings, 3 of these photos are home buying seminars that nobody taught me how to do. I decided that I was going to create my own platform to push home ownership by creating a platform to do so. So I created home buying seminars that nobody taught me how to do. So I did that, and I continue to do that. And on the bottom in the middle, that's me and some of my mentees that I've coached in real estate. This is me speaking at a bunch of realtors at an event at the beginning of last year, and I just kept speaking and mentoring. And before I knew it, I started doing things like winning awards. For JCAR National, I was nominated for Social Media Influencer of the Year. I'm like, wow. It came as a shock. I had no idea. I didn't see it coming. And at the same time, the same year, I was also nominated for Agent of the Year. So all those times where I was going through sleeping in my car and being homeless and going house to house, if I would have given up, none of this would have happened. All right? So a little bit about me. I have been in many magazines and won multiple awards, including on the black bottom left, that's me. Anybody know who that woman is? That's Jamila Winsey, when I was part of the top 20 for HBREA, Houston Black Resident Association. All right, so full transparency. I'm not here to tell you that I'm the best agent in the world. I've sold all these homes. I'm not here to tell you that. I am here to tell you that I do know how to succeed in real estate for longevity. But the first step to success, what do you think that it is? Consistency? What do you say? Being loyal? I believe the first step to success is desire. You're not going to have consistency if you don't have the desire. You're not going to do anything if you don't have the desire. And I believe the very first thing that you need is desire. After desire, I believe the second thing that you need is mindset. Because if you don't develop the right mindset, you're not going to do anything else. So, what we're going to talk about today, are you ready to grow your business in 2025?
Yeah.
Just one person?
Yeah.
This thing on? Okay, all right, let's talk about it. So, what percentage of realtors sold homes in 2024? What percentage of realtors sold 0 homes in 2024?
63%. Wow.
I heard between 60 to 70% of realtors sold 0 homes last year. Why is that?
Probably more part-time.
That's, some of them are.
They don't have
But
desire.
the reason why, a lot of them don't have the desire, strong enough desire, but I believe a lot of it comes down to what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about habits.
There you go.
How do you develop the right positive habits? Because we all have habits. The question is, are they positive habits? So how do you develop the right? I'm gonna give you a 5-step process that I that I devised on how to develop the right habits. All right? What is the very first step in a new homeowner? What's the first step? Somebody calls you, they want to buy a home. What's the first step?
Pre-qualified.
Pre-approval. 100%. Now, why do we start with the pre-approval?
Yeah.
What is it?
If they're broke, we don't work with them.
That's it. But the real reason why is because you can't get to where you're going if you don't know where you are. So the very first step in building the right habits is awareness. You need to know specifically where you are. Brokers, your agents need to know specifically where they are. Not just today, but tomorrow, and the next day, and the next week, and the next month. So, what practical strategy helps them understand specifically where they are? What's the practical strategy that helps agents know specifically where they are? This is something that you should be doing every single day.
Writing down what you do daily.
Okay? There's a specific word I'm looking for
Goal,
that you should be doing every single day in this industry.
plan, vision,
Tracking. You should be tracking your results. How many phone calls have you made? How many prospects have you talked to? How many leads have you followed up with? If you're not doing this every single day, you have no idea where you are. Every top agent can tell you their numbers. Every top agent can tell you they made 200 phone calls, they spoke to 50 prospects, they set up 5 appointments, and they closed 1. They know the numbers. It is impossible to learn your numbers if you do not track. So when you hire me as your coach, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach your agents, or if you are an agent, I'm going to talk to you and I'm going to show you a strategy, and I'm going to give you a document so you can actually track your results. Not just daily, but weekly, monthly, and yearly. How do you reach your goals? You first know specifically what your goal is, and then you reverse engineer so that you can hit those target goals. Is this making any sense? So the very first step to habit hacking is what? Habit. No, tracking is one action step. Awareness. Tracking is just one action step. All right? You can't go if you don't know. A success tip. How can you get somewhere and you don't know where you're going? It's not possible. Let's continue. Second step. Any ideas? Now, these 5-step process that I devised, they're all in A's. So the very first A is,
awareness,
what's the second A?
acknowledgement.
Hey friend, the very next thing that you need
Action.
is acceptance/accountability. Why is that? Anybody have an idea why that's the next step? You can't change the situation that you're aware of is first. Once you're aware of the situation, you can't get to where you want to go next if you haven't accepted the fact that you are where you are right now because of you. Why is that? I'll tell you why that is. Because if you're not saying it's because of you, then I have to conclude that it's somebody or something else. Whatever or whomever you point the finger at has the power. How can you change the situation when something else has the power? You can't. So your second step is to take accountability for who you are and for where you are. All right? Whatever you point the finger at has the power. So when you hire me as a coach to come out and speak, every single session I'm going to have an interactive element to where I'm working closely with you as the agents so we understand specifically how to achieve these results. So this interactive element is we're going to do an accountability exercise. So you know specifically where you be held accountable. All right? Success tip. You can have reasons or you can have results. You can have both. You can have reasons or you can have results. You can't have both. What's another word for reasons?
Excuses.
Exactly. If you're making excuses, you can't get to where you want to go. So do you want the results or do you want to have your reasons? That ain't me.
I'm sorry.
All right, third hack. Action plan. We're talking about habit hacking, right? The third A is having an action plan. Who here, and EL just asked this question and not very many hands went up. That's a problem. Every single person in here, I'm going to echo what he just said, should have a specific action plan. You should know right now, specifically, what you should be doing each hour of each day. I heard a rich man say, never start the day until you have it finished. Never start the day until you have it finished. What does that mean? Somebody tell me what that means. Before you start Thursday, you should have Thursday finished on paper before you start the day. Who here has Thursday planned from start to finish on paper? One person, two people.
On paper?
Yeah, on paper.
On your calendar. Oh.
It can be virtual as well. It can be virtual as well. But it has to be done. So, action plan. You should have a morning ritual. You should have a daily ritual. And you should have an evening ritual. I teach people specifically how to tackle their morning. One of my most favorite authors is a guy by the name of, he's also a speaker by the name of John Maxwell. Anybody ever heard of him? Mm-hmm. John Maxwell says, the secret to your success is found in your daily routine. The things that you're doing every single day, habitually. Because remember, we're talking about habit hacking, right? So what are those things that you're doing every single day? Because you're doing some things, but are you doing the right things? I start my work day at 11 o'clock. What time do I get up? I start at 8 and I get up at 9?
11.
No, what time do I get up in the morning?
6 o'clock.
Yeah. Between 4:30 and 5:30, most days. And I don't start working till 8. Why am I up so early? I have things to get done. I have a morning ritual that I go through. If you start work at 9, you should not be getting up at 8. I have a friend that had to be at work or log on virtually at 8. She got up at 7:30. Okay. So again, what are your daily, morning, and evening rituals? You should know specifically, hour by hour, what you're supposed to be doing. All right? What is the lead generation plan? What are your lead generation hours? There should not be a day that you are in business and you do not lead generate. This is the lifeblood of your business. What does that even look like? How are you lead generating? Are you prospecting? Are you marketing? What's the difference? Is there a difference? Do you know these things? Prospecting is you going to get business, phone calls, emails. Marketing is trying to attract business. These are the things that I go through in detail so you understand specifically what you should be doing. Success tip. Number 3, plan your work, work your plan. Plan your work, work your plan. All right, let's move on to the next habit hack. Act. So we had awareness, we had acceptance and accountability, we had an action plan. What's after the action plan?
Act. Do it.
What's the point of having an action plan if you're not going to take action? You have to act. How many steps did I say you're going to have?
5.
How many is this?
4.
Are they making sense?
Mm-hmm.
Are they in order?
Mm-hmm.
For acting, Focus on blank instead of motivation. What's the word?
Consistency, discipline.
You got it. Discipline. Focus on discipline over motivation. I saw somebody post just yesterday. How do y'all find the motivation to go to the gym? What? Exactly. Why do you need motivation to go to the gym? Go to the gym. You don't need motivation to act. That's the problem with so many, not just people, not just agents, but people in business or people in general, is we're waiting for motivation. What if it doesn't show up? Then what? You will never be successful in life if you need external motivation. You need to find ways to motivate yourself. And if you can't find that motivation, act anyway. I like Brian Tracy's definition of discipline. Write this down. Discipline is the ability to make yourself do what you should do, when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. I'm going to say that again. The definition for discipline is the ability to make yourself do what you should do, when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. Does that make sense? I teach you specifically how to acquire discipline. There are certain action steps you can take to acquire discipline. What are they? The M's. This is not in relation to discipline. We're just continuing the training. The M's. The mind controls the mouth, which controls the movement, which controls the money. Let me know if I'm wrong.
That's true.
I'm going to say it again. The mind controls the mouth, which controls the movement, which controls the money. How many times have you said something like, I can't see myself? You're not going to do it. Because you got to see it here first. How do you reshape that mind to think the things that you really want to achieve? That's the process. I love talking about mindset. That's probably one of my favorite things to teach on, is mindset. There are certain practical steps you can take to get yourself to believe the things that you want, to attract and achieve the things that you want in this business and beyond. All right? Everyone please stand. Everyone please stand. Now, we're going to do an activity here. And in this activity, I want everybody to make sure to pay attention. It's very simple. Everybody, when I say go, you're going to take a deep breath. All right? Now, when you take a deep breath, it's going to be the biggest breath you've ever taken in your life. Don't leave no air or anything else. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. Suck all that air in. Take a deep breath and hold it. Hold it. Now, while you're holding it, what I want you to do is, without exhaling at all, take another deep breath as big as the first. If you cannot, sit down. No, sit down. There should be you can't take another deep breath as big as the first. What's the message? What's the message? Did anybody get the message?
Give it all you have the first time.
No, the message is, it is impossible, because you took a breath, it is impossible to keep taking and not give. When you're acting, when you're taking action, you should not be going out there taking. The growth in your business comes from what you contribute. It comes from what you give. Information, resources, time, expertise. All these things are given freely. Once you give it, then you receive the benefit. If you want to get more in life, you must first give more. Whatever you want to receive, give it first. Is this making any sense? Success tip. One more tip. You can't keep taking without giving. All right? Fifth hack. Anybody ready for the fifth hack? What's the last one?
Apply.
It holds everything together. Sadly, I can't tell you the fifth hack. Once you decide to work with me, I'll give you the fifth hack. And I promise you, the last one holds the first four together. Did you guys enjoy this?
Yes.
Did it make sense? Was it helpful? Was it impactful? I'm going to ask you, I'm going to do a couple of testimonies of people that I've worked with in the past.
What stood out the most was just being reminded of, you say one,
They all playing at one time. I don't like that.
what stood out the most, Andre, what stood out the most was just being reminded of, real estate 101, the basic core things that sometimes we.
Houston, Katy, Texas today, and I got the opportunity to spend time with Andre, realtor, speaker, inspiring
She's a broker.
person. He came to the training that we had here with my sales director. We were just talking about the business as realtors being productive. He really keyed in on being productive and not being busy. You guys have to get his book. You have to key in and invest in a coach. Without that accountability, there's no purpose for support if you're not going to be accountable. So I appreciate him for coming out. I look forward to him meeting with my agents here in Houston, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas with Homesville Hall Realty so that we can connect and we can change the face of real estate. Thank you, guys.
Anybody know who this is?
Envision 2023. And my special, amazing friend, Andre Knowles, showed up again and showed out as he does every single year. Andre, I appreciate you. I thank you for coming out again and supporting me. I love how we support each other, we encourage each other. Thank you so much for pouring into the people that I love, my agents, my friends, and just helping them to dream a different dream. Right? It's all about changing our mindset, believing that we can achieve. And Andre, no one does it better than you. Your poems, your speech, the energy, the love that you exude out into the room, you are changing people's lives. And I thank you and I appreciate you for pouring into me, helping to change my life. Andre is my 17-year-old son's life coach, and you are pouring into him. I cannot wait to see the manifestation of his dreams. Thank you so much for that. I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for just pouring into the people like us.
This is a full-time agent.
The most was just being reminded of real estate 101, the basic core things that sometimes we just forget to do. And those are the things that actually help keep us successful and help us get to the next level and reach our goals. You have to go back to those basics. And Coach did an awesome job at reminding us of those exact basics.
What are you going to do differently after you've heard this speech?
What I would do differently is just punishing myself, being more disciplined. He talked a lot about being disciplined and doing the things that you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing them. So I would definitely recommend Coach to speak to anyone else. And the reason would be because I just think he's super motivational. He knows his stuff. And I love that he is a realtor as well. A lot of times people try to tell you about something that they're not doing themselves, but he actually has firsthand personal knowledge of this business and this industry. So he's someone that I will listen to.
Andre was a great class. I loved it. I'm gonna put everything to work. I'm gonna be your star student. So watch out for me. Here I come.
This is a new agent.
For a new agent who's coming into the business, I wrote down some steps that I need to take in order to be very successful in this business. I appreciate you for coming out speaking with us, and I will take everything that you said to heart and do my best. Thank you.
Last one.
Different things are still going on in my mind and I'm trying to capture, but number one, relationship, real estate is the way to get money. I think we get wrapped up in forgetting when we as professionals need to understand, like, we have to build relationships. We don't want to be that person that I'm story talking about in a kiosk in a mall, somebody passes you up and say, hey, you want to buy a house? But you want to start building relationships. So I think the intention is what he's talking about. Understanding the intention that you have that you put out there, it's only going to come back to you. So, listen, I'm grateful for this brother. I got to find a way to continue to stay in contact with him. And everything that I'm 100% support. So I appreciate you.
I have like tons of these, but that's just a few. What I want to do right now as I close is, please, I want to give everybody here a gift. If you scan this, all I'm asking for you, I know this is completely free. The only thing I ask of you is to fill out the survey about what you just heard, let me know your thoughts on it. And in exchange, I'm gonna give you, who in here believes in the power of words? Every hand went up, okay, cool. So I believe that you are what you say you are. And because of that, I've created a poem that I try to say it daily. And the more I say it, the more I believe it, the more I'm gonna attract those things. So when you complete the survey, I'm gonna give you for free an affirmation poem that you can say every single day. And the more you say it, the more you believe it. So once you fill out the survey, you will have a copy of the topics and trainings that I do offer for agents and for brokerages. And then at the bottom of that, you will be able to have access to that affirmation poem as well. I'll give you a couple minutes for that, and then we'll wrap up. And we're almost out of here. At least in that Michael Jackson music or something. You gotta go ahead and sing for us while we wait.
You want to get them as clients, right? You don't want to run them away.
Do we have any singers in here? My God, it's good to see you. And the service very quick, only takes like 2 minutes, if that.
What made you decide to go from being just a real, not just a realtor, but going into the coaching aspect?
I was already doing it. It's a good question. I was already doing it. I was a realtor. People kept asking me questions. There's a lot of new agents in this industry, and people notice those that have been in for a long time. I first got licensed I didn't say that part. I first got licensed in 2004. So last year made 20 years of me having my license. And as you're in it for quite some time, you're gonna come across a lot of individuals. Over 80% of agents are in and out within 2 years. It's a constant revolving door. So those that stay with it for quite some time, they get noticed. People will reach out and learn how you're able to stick with it. And I have a passion for growing people as individuals. And the best way to grow the business is to grow the people in the business. So why not grow the people in the business? Right, Ms. Daisy?
Right.
There it is, see? All right, before I close, I'm just curious as to who's in the room. Who here has been licensed for more than 5 years? Okay. More than 10 years? More than 15 years? Wow, how long have you been licensed?
23.
You got me beat. Not too many people have me beat. Nice. And you, sir?
This year makes 20 years.
Hey, right behind me. So 2005, right behind me. You go to Champions as well?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, me too.
Sponsorships over there.
There it is. I love it. I love it. All right, guys and girls. So, I have a very great offer for anybody that's interested in bringing me in to speak and coach to their agents. I'm doing a multi-day workshop at a huge discount for today only. Is $597, where I'll be able to give one of these trainings. But it's not just speaking, I'm going to real depth about how we actually dive deep into these coaching, these sessions that actually shape your mindset, and they shape your action plans, and they shape what you actually do each and every single day. So for today only, I'm doing a multi-day workshop for $597. After this class, cost does go up. So it's just for this class only. As a testament to say thank you for coming out. We appreciate you being here for the Lunch and Learn. And yeah, I think that was it. Does anybody have any feedback on what they just heard? I would like to get your feedback as to what you thought and what stood out to you. Does anybody have anything they'd like to share?
I like the way you break it down, daily habits.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
It is.
Back to basic.
100%. And with you being licensed for 23 years, you know that. And sometimes we forget the basics.
Every day.
We hear about something new, and we're like, oh, you know what? And you forget that it was the thing that you learned when you first got started. You know, you gotta go back to the basics. Anybody else have anything else you want to share? Accountability? Yeah, I dive deep in accountability. Yeah, that's huge. And we live in a society now where people do not want to be held accountable at all. They rather do something else.
We don't get your account.
That, as you should.
No, like, for real.
I love it.
I'm serious, so we separate that, and I'm very much comfortable. So it's one we need to take constructive criticism, and then I don't have a problem.
There it is. I love it. I love it.
Actually, it's funny that that's what you're saying, because that's what I put on my survey.
There it is.
I said, the biggest takeaway is the kick in the ass that I needed.
There it is.
To hold myself
I love it.
accountable and get back to my day-to-day, like writing everything out. I write down my tasks, but I don't write down the whole days like I used to.
There it is.
So 20 years ago, I was told the same thing, so it's effective.
All right, cool. Well, thank you guys for having me. My number is right here on the top, and if you scan that, for whatever reason it didn't work for the survey, you can just go to speakcoachandre.com and do that survey for me. And this offer is just for today. If you want to do just a keynote, which is just an overview, which is what I did today, just a keynote, not a workshop, I'm doing it today for just $197, and then after today the price goes up. And that's all I have. Thank you guys for your time.